Has hell frozen over? Yes. Yes, it has. Because I'm gonna be defending Asmongold. The world may be gone, but it's not so gone that David Jaffe's takes are gonna be better than Asmongold takes. Asmongold may be a full-blown retard, honestly, but he's still unironically better than David at the bare minimum.
I know if I were a trans or non-binary actor on a Broadway tour who's coming to this city this year, I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Uh-oh.
With the rhetoric that...
Okay, what do you mean, uh-oh?
I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Uh-oh.
Why would you even say uh-oh? You...
Oh no! Is David gonna take the approach of, oh, Asmongold doesn't have opinions? I have been saying this for years. This is why it's hard to actually say anything bad about Asmongold, because the weirdo just doesn't have opinions typically. He actually, by the way, it's not really true that he doesn't have opinions. He has opinions. His YouTube literally just, his editors tried their utmost darnest to make it that not a single opinion of his ever is posted. Because when they are posted, it's bad. For example, did you know Asmongold still has a video up on his channel from like a year or two ago where he just blatantly says that the Second Amendment and guns in America should be removed and not a problem. Yeah, I bet you did not know that. See, this is why there are no opinions ever uploaded on the Asmongold YouTube channel, because it ends poorly. Also, recently, like this is 2 days ago, Asmongold had the greatest opinion ever. Are you happy with George Soros interfering in your elections? Are you happy with Pfizer literally dictating your life? Probably not. Asmongold, though, is. Yeah, a day or two ago, he literally, unironically, now granted, he had no idea he's doing that, advocated for big companies deciding how people live their lives in America. He was completely fine with corporate overreach in government activities. He didn't even know that. What a damn stupid weirdo. You just can't make this up. Some people are just born dull and weird.
You piece of junk. Imagine having all the power and the influence this guy has. And who does he pick on? The LGBT community. I invite you, Asmongold.
Well, who the hell is he supposed to pick on then? I mean, they're literally right there. They're practically begging for it.
Gold, to read up. The guy's name was Sam Nordquist. He was 24 years old. He's dead now. He was tortured. He was murdered.
I don't see any pictures of the suspect, Jaffe. Can we elaborate on who did this? No? That's strange.
Never did anything wrong. Except have the confidence, the bones to be who he is.
Be who.
But I guess that's
strong. That's
not good enough for you, nope. Asmongold. He doesn't pass the cool check. That's unfortunate for him because he's dead now. I wonder.
What a start! What a wild start, boys.
If someone like Asmongold, seriously, I wonder if he is aware of his influence, and I wonder if he's sad or depressed or
this isn't
not terribly.
He's a sociopath, Jaffe. He doesn't give a shit. Specifically, something that is referred to as a dark empath. Google it. Literally fits Asmongold perfectly. Well, not that we need more proof. He has literally talked about being a sociopath. But that's fine, Jaffe. That's fine. Baby steps, Jaffe.
This is 3 hours ago. There's, over 250,000 people have watched this. And hey, man, I support his right to think whatever he wants. He has a right to dislike people. He has a right to express it as long as it doesn't incite violence. But I would say that.
Then why are you on his back about this? Why? If he has the right and everything he's doing is fine, why? Jaffe, grow a spine.
I'm more bothered by the fact that his audience is just so goddamn big. I don't understand.
You know what the worst?
I mean, I understand how perhaps you can like the guy's gaming content or World of Warcraft content or even his anti-woke content or whatever. But I mean, we're coming off the weekend of learning about this story. This was in Atlanta. This was a story, it's the New York Times, but it's all over. A person killed in New York was tortured for more than a month. It was a trans man. The cops are saying that this is pretty much the repeated acts of violence and torture between December and this month. In my 20-year of law enforcement career, this is one of the most horrific crimes I've ever investigated. The facts and circumstances of the crime are beyond depraved. One of the people who did the torturing and murder was a sex offender who lived in this hotel. And while there
was this a kink murder?
There is no definitive proof this
wait, lived in a hotel, you're telling me? Yes.
Crime. They asked the police captain, said such determination has not been ruled out, nor has the possibility of more arrests. So they don't know yet. But I mean, let's just, for the sake of this conversation.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they're not instantaneously yelling it's a hate crime, you know what's happening.
Assume that this very much probably was some sort of a hate crime, because this is the culture that people like Asmongold, in my opinion. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think he's asking or advocating.
Man up, Jaffe! Everyone knows that you are saying that he's responsible effectively for this. Oh, come on, just man up. Say it. Say it. Don't hide around the bush like some pansy. Do it. Just call him out.
For violence against people. I'm not saying he caused this at all. I think people should be responsible for their own actions, and this guy, I do defend his right to say whatever.
Oh my god, he's so afraid. Asmongold will literally never interact with you. Asmongold will literally never interact with anything negative about him. Relax, Jaffe. Relax.
Whatever he wants, but I just the amount of hate that is out there, and the amount of cruelty towards the LGBT community, and how that all you have to do is look at the news and listen to these people and stop treating them like jokes and actually just be.
Yeah, Jaffe, you just kind of need to watch less CNN, and then that's kind of
fucking human.
That's the solution.
And you realize just how much shit these people are dealing with and suffering through, and to be someone sitting up there with all of this guy's money, all of this guy's influence, meaning Asmongold, and just go, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to make money off the misery of this community. Now, do I think this lady up here...
You're doing the same. You're literally doing the same. Yet you're even on a higher horse.
Whoever's speaking is a bit of a goofy person. Yeah, I mean, she's going out of her way to be flamboyant and get attention, and you know that's what she wants and that's what she needs to get her message out, and you know she opens herself up to that. But that said, though, you know, Asmongold, read the fucking room, man. You can have your opinion, people can support and respect your opinion, but what are you doing, man? You've got 3 million people who watch your shit. These people are dying.
The only way you can be responsible with your power is if you do exactly that I want, okay? Only when my criteria for being responsible are fulfilled, only then you're a nice person. 10 out of 10, David. 10 out of 10.
They're not coming for you, buddy. You gotta be. You can't be as successful as you have been so far, Asmongold, and not recognize that there are people on both sides of all these kinds of arguments that use these as wedge issues to piss people off and get constituents and folks mad that would contribute to their campaign or their PR. You must know that. And I don't think you have a responsibility to anyone but yourself. I'm not trying to shame you or anything. Not that my little channel could do that, but I'm not trying to make it like you are because you have a big following. You have to be.
He is so afraid that Asmongold is going to like attack him or something. Dude, even if you're such an easy target like David, Asmongold is not going to touch you with a 10-pole stick, okay? Asmongold knows what happens when he actually starts engaging with other people and actually have to deal with opinions and defend his opinions. Asmongold is never making that mistake again.
A quote good guy in my eyes, but could you at least think before you hit publish or post or whatever the fuck you do.
Hello, Council. Remember me from last week? Oh, you don't remember me?
She was the one that was wearing the glitter on her face that was orange. And then she had like the same beard pattern that I did, kind of. I do remember you. How could I possibly forget?
Dude, up until recently, you lived in a house with roaches. Okay, do you really want to be
Still
casting stones
probably
at this
does.
woman who's whatever? But you know what? Whatever. You have a right.
Could it be because Jen?
I love how you backtracks everything. You shouldn't do it, but you have the right to. Oh man, this is a match made in heaven. I'm not gonna lie.
Gender is a construct. I'm Anna. Been a Worcester resident for 24 years. Tonight, I'm coming to you as Laddie LaRouge, otherwise known as Lady LaRouge. Tonight,
If gender is a construct, I kind of want her to be treated as a male the next time she goes to visit a doctor. Let's see how long gender lasts like a construct when she's being treated like a man for illnesses that should be treated in a very specific way because that's typically how you treat women. Let's just see how long that lasts.
I'm Laddie. When I'm in drag, I use he, they pronouns. And I am a proud and loud queer artist in the city.
Of
I am
course
a
you
local
are.
burlesque and drag performer, producer, educator, and historian. And I'd like to ask...
Oh, the fucking jokes just write themselves. It's literally all the ways to subvert society. She's literally all of them. She just forgot to mention that she's also a newspaper column writer.
Ask the council and Mayor Petty why you've ghosted us, left us on red, have not responded to our emails asking for a formal apology.
For what?
Oh, now you have to bear with me because I have to bear with Asmon. This is the fake laugh he does, and I don't respect
This is
him
not
at
a
all,
fake laugh,
but
dude.
I would respect him a little bit more if he would, I don't know, maybe his audience is like 12-year-old boys. Maybe they really buy this and think it's funny. And again, you can hate
It's
this
funny.
lady, and you can hate everything she stands for, but for the love of God, could you at least acknowledge that this guy's full of shit? Do you really think this is a real, genuine laugh? So...
David, I'm a literal Asmongold historian at this point. Yes, this is a real laugh because he's covering his face because he doesn't want to see show his teeth to people. Okay, it's a real laugh. His fake laugh is literally, haha. That's his fake laugh. Okay, my credentials are fucking bigger than your life, David. Listen.
It's like I respect the audience more, and it's like, really, dude. But hey, if they buy it, they buy it, man. I love the WWE. I know it's bullshit. Maybe people know this bullshit too. I don't know.
No.
Here we go. This will take a while, but let's enjoy the theatrical stylings of Asmongold. Look at it.
God.
It's tough, huh, Asmon? It's so funny you can barely eat. But that's the good trick. You cover your face so you don't actually have to do the performance. But you've already led with the laugh like this. Watch this. Here how you do it. And then see when my hand is
It's
covering
not
my
even
face,
close, dude.
I can take the mask down a little bit, right? That's the trick, in my opinion. Maybe he's really genuinely laughing, but I don't think so. But it's just an opinion.
Why do you have to insert yes and no at the same sentence? He's faking it. Maybe he's not, though. He's faking it, but maybe no. Come on, like fucking pick a side, grow a spine.
Oh, jeez.
You know, what is it, buddy? What's bothering you?
Why could that possibly have happened?
This is my favorite part of this whole video, I think. This
Who could have guessed?
Goosed. Who could have goosed?
Worcester is home to world-renowned stages, the Hanover Theater, Tuckerman Hall, Mechanics Hall, who host touring artists from around the world. I know if I were a trans or non-binary actor on a Broadway tour who's coming to this city this year, I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Uh-oh.
With the rhetoric that
Okay, what do you mean?
Uh-oh.
I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Uh-oh.
Why would you even say uh-oh? You piece of junk. What do you mean uh-oh? A trans man was just found murdered and tortured in Atlanta over the week.
I mean, this is literally Canada, right? Fun fact, Canada has actually these things like fetish death cults, and there's like 1,000+ people in them, where it's literally people who want to get off while being eaten and stuff like that. Pretty wild stuff. Maybe this is actually a part of it.
Weekend. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. You cruel, uncaring piece of shit. Again, guys, watch the guy, don't watch the guy. No, I'm going to ask you, if you watch this guy, because I know there'll be people here defending him because you guys like him and all that. How are you defending this? How is this okay? You don't have to support.
Well, David, the answer to that actual question is they defend him, but all they pretty much can say, right, is like L take, and that's it. And if you get past that, there's nothing. Like, one of the most common ways to make fun of Asmongold viewers is watching him say something that literally means nothing, and then encouraging the Asmongold viewers to explain what he just said. They never do. They never even attempt, because the reality is you're going to get 50 different answers. So it's pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty fun.
Support all the trans policies and this, that, and the other, but they're still people, man. They're still humans, and they're getting hurt out there, and they're getting killed out there. And
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of literally their own fault.
His response is,
Uh-oh.
oh well, tough shit for you, you selfish fuck.
Rhetoric that's been allowed to fly in these chambers, I wouldn't feel safe. We need a public apology now.
Wow.
Get on it. Speaking of getting on it, I'd like to speak in support of item 8I that you, council, request that you, city manager Batista, commit and act on creating an LGBTI coalition and task force to address issues of queerphobia.
LGBTQ task force? And bro, they're literally gonna put us in the gas chambers. They're gonna actually put us in the gas chambers. See, this is what everyone's talking about. Like, what? Why would I ever support these people? Why would anyone support these people? Make an LGBTQ task force. So they could put me in the gulag? Hell no, thank you, no. And this is always some magically how where these conversations end. It ends with death camps for anyone who doesn't support this shit somehow.
Specifically, transophobia, as you like to say, Joe Petty. And
so they want the government to like set up a new coalition just to advocate for like what they want. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like that's
also
definitely not like a task force. What is this, like SEAL Team 6? Like, what is this? This is crazy. Like, how do these people do this and not realize how alienating this is to average people?
I don't think they
again,
can.
I don't know this guy's education. I don't know his engagement with government and how government works.
I really feel like this is it's. I think the biggest shock to me with looking at something like this is the fact
this
that
is an Asmongold video on his main channel? What the fuck? 5 minutes? Wow. That's low.
People that do it seem to have no self-awareness of how alienating it is.
Maybe that's because the people who do it don't think most people are as dumb or uneducated regarding the issues as you seem to be, Asmongold. Check this out. This may be a surprise. This may come as a...
Wait, what do you mean? So, David, are most people in the world for LGBTQ Third Reich squads? I don't think so.
Shock to you. It probably does, given how, I don't know, innocent you seem on all this. This is a list of the top lobbyists of the last year.
Okay, and?
That's how the government works, man. That's how we've all been trained to deal with government. They don't care about their constituents.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue while he's talking about this magically now. I think David lost the plot.
Unless their constituents can offer money to them. unless their constituents can basically say, you fucking do what I say or you're not getting the lobbying money, okay? So you're acting like this is some kind of, can you believe they're demanding a task force be set up for what they care about? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. They probably won't get it.
But what about my task force that should be set up to stop their task force from doing the things that they want? How about my task force?
And that's fine. But you clearly don't have a problem with the pharmaceutical research people saying, here's $31 million, government, do what we want.
Yeah, Asmongold would unironically say that he has a problem with that.
The insurance companies,
Oof.
Here's $28 million, government, do what we want. Here's Zuckerberg, do what we want for $25 million. That, for some reason, that's not alienating to you, Asmongold. That's not alienating to you, most people. And if you were to say, well, no, Asmongold doesn't.
It is, and that is a problem. Asmongold would say yes to that, that is a problem. He never claimed it's not a problem, David, you idiot.
Like that either. Okay, then make videos about that. Stop punching.
All of these special interest groups are a problem. That's the grand takeaway here, David.
Down, you goon, you fucking child, you fucking uneducated, easily manipulated piece of shit that's now going out into the world and using your platform to spread hate and cruelty at people
Nice.
that, I'm sorry, but they've done nothing to you. They have done.
I mean, they're literally trying to establish her SS squads. I mean that is definitely slightly wrong in my opinion.
You have been convinced they are the bad guy. Think about that the bad guy is one of the most marginalized communities.
The bad guy typically does demand that the other side gets fucked. Yeah, kind of checks out, David.
Is on the planet right now, and you have been bamboozled and hoodwinked and Plymouth Rocked into thinking that they're the ones that are.
Imagine that ironically making me defend Asmongold because your fucking opinions are that bad.
The problem, not
Sad.
the people that are giving the government fucking $32 million a year in the case of the pharmaceutical companies to set up their own little SEAL task force. That seems to have missed your brain pan, pal.
My ask is that this task force addresses the discrimination and issues in this council first and then expands to the greater Worcester community. Speaking of, I'd also...
Holy shit, man! So, she is demanding to create a task force that protects her interests by removing the people who could stop the task force so none of their interests can ever be challenged. 10 fucking out of 10.
also like to support item 8J, asking for...
So this is how we got all those extra government employees, is people like this.
Yeah.
Not necessarily gay people, but people that we need a task force for everything. You need to have more people and expand the space. You know what? I bet if you do this for 40 years, you have the situation that we have.
What situation exactly do we have, Asmongold? The situation where we're gutting all these programs in order for the top 1% to get tax breaks? Do you think these you're so...
Gutting any of these programs does not involve giving the 1% tax.
Uninformed. Do you think all of... This is what it sounds like this guy believes. All of these institutions that are being chopped by Doge and...
There's got ready to plan to cut Medicare to pay for tax cut for billionaires. Wait, this is a response to the... I'm pretty sure this is in this... I can't tell, honestly, though, here. This is a little bit random. But is this... This seems like something that would be a response to the idea that Trump wants to cut income tax in general. This seems more like that. And again, it's from the news. It's from the old news. ProPublica is a fucking shill site. And what was the other one? Common Dreams. Don't even know that one, which means that's definitely a shill site. So, yeah. Not exactly what I would call reliable sources.
At least attempting to be. We'll
Sounds like something that gets posted on Twitter and then it gets a community note.
see what stands up in court, but attempting to be. Do you guys really think the savings of those particular bodies in government that cost money is going to be passed on to the consumer? Do you think your egg prices are really going to go down?
Well, the point is, even if it doesn't work, at least it's getting passed to something useful, David. If money is failing at this point, and you take that money and put it somewhere else, doesn't even matter where else, even if it fails, at least you tried something, okay? At least you kind of fucking tried. Even if it fails on another point, at least you no longer are spending it where you know it's failing.
No, it's to pay for the tax breaks for the top 1%. This is documented.
I mean, if we remove income tax, then the top 10... Oh no, they're gonna have sales tax, right? Well, whatever. But that's income tax, though. Well, if Trump gets rid of income tax, that means the top 1% don't give a shit. Probably. I'm not exactly sure because I don't know Trump's plan to cut taxes fully, okay? I don't want to talk about a subject like that where I actually don't really know what's happening. I have just heard, remove income tax, yay, and that's it.
The idea that he...
Anyway, I'm done. Fucking David, you made me defend Asmongold, you idiot. That's really, really low. Anyway, this was Quizzer Simpson. Bye. And that was David. Bye.